all very much for being with us today. We are going to talk about something this morning, and as we say in Polk County vernacular, you just can't make this up. And here's how it started. Our victim, Kelly Marie Black, was riding her scooter. She was riding her scooter northbound on Galloway Road at about 2:24 this morning. And she didn't have a license plate or a registration for it, so it should not have been on the road, but nevertheless, she was still riding her scooter, not bothering anyone, on northbound on the North Galloway Road. When she was run over by a vehicle, and we have a video clip we'll let you see. The vehicle was driving at a obvious erratic high speed. He came over a set of railroad tracks, lost control of the vehicle, and actually hit her from behind, clipping her as his vehicle slid to the right of her toward the side of the road. Did he stop? No, he didn't stop. He kept on going. Well, there happened to be witnesses there. So I want to show you a picture of a hero, Kalen Lawson. Kalen is in the U.S. Army. He's a private first class. He's stationed at Fort Hood. He's from Lakeland. He also had a friend with him by the name of Markel Grant. They were at a convenience store. He's on leave, and they ran over to help. So I'm pretty proud of Kalen and Markel because they're trying to help this lady who has just been run over. Other people stopped. They're giving us a description of the vehicle. So when Kalen is in the middle of the road with Markel trying to help, Markel Markel is the one that doesn't get hit. Another vehicle runs by and runs over Kalen and our victim, Kelly Black. Does he stay? No, he flees too. So Kalen and Markel are trying to help. Kelly is down with severe, significant injuries in the road, and a second vehicle hits and runs. Two of them. Did you hear me? Two of them hit and run. Kalen is in stable condition at Lakeland Regional Medical Center with a nasty compound fracture to his leg. Certainly we expect him to survive. We appreciate Kalen and Markel for stopping to help, and we're sorry that he was injured. Interestingly enough, he said, I didn't know anything till all of a sudden I feel this hit and I'm in horrible pain. So we start our investigation. Now, Kelly has been hit by two vehicles. And the vehicle we discover is this vehicle belonging to this rapper. This is Corey Wesley Jones. Corey Wesley Jones is known as DB the Kid. Well, DB the Kid hit and ran. So we're on DB the Kid's trail. It's not hard to find him. He has a Facebook, and he has albums, CDs that he markets in the community. We are in the process of recovering the vehicle at 2787 Burkeville Circle in Lakeland right now with a search warrant at his girlfriend's house. We've talked to Corey Jones, DB the Kid, and he says he's on his way to turn himself into us. He made this statement to us on the phone that he knew that he had hit something. His girlfriend tells us that when he came home last night, that he had been drinking. So the second suspect that hit our victim, our two victims now, we don't have him in custody. He was last seen driving northbound on North Galloway Road toward Gibb Galloway Road in what we believe is a 2000 year model Ford pickup truck. And we need your help, because that's the vehicle that, according to our witnesses, actually ran over the chest of our victim, and she succumbed in the road from the injuries. Markel said that she was not in good shape to begin with, that they were trying to give her aid, and she was not able to talk to them. She was in significant pain, and it was just seconds later that our two heroes were, our victim and our one hero was run over, and Markel just lucked out. He just happened to be in an area where it blew past him. But it mortifies me to think that two people would run over and leave for dead someone in the middle of the road. The second guy ran over and left for dead two people in the middle of the road. DB the kid, Corey, ran over and left one for dead in the middle of the road. That's where the community can help us. Help us identify around 2:20, 2:30 in the morning, the white pickup truck. Someone has a neighbor who gets home from work or gets home from the bars at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's time for the bars to shut down and turn out. Someone has a neighbor, a friend. Someone is seeing the guy out there trying to repair his truck this morning. We need to know who drove that white pickup truck, ran over two people on North Galloway Road, and left them for dead. Corey Jones, DB the kid, seems to be going to do what's right. He's identified, he's talked to us on the phone, he's made admissions, and he's supposedly on his way to one of our district stations now. After all, he was hoping he'd be overlooked, but he's not. DB the kid is going to jail. And the next rap song he creates, he can create from inside the jail, because he is going to go to jail along with, and we'll have another picture over here, just as soon as the community helps us identify who else did the shooting. I'm sorry, who else did the evil deed of killing this lady by running over her. Are there any questions?
Are both of these drivers likely going to face the exact same charges?
That's under investigation now. A lot of that will hinge on the medical examiner's evaluation. We know what injuries she had prior to being run over the second time. So truly it's going to come down to a medical legal issue. Was her initial injuries fatal and she just had not succumbed? Or was it only the second set of injuries that killed her? So that is under investigation. But I can assure you that hit and run with serious injuries, leaving the scene, is a very, very serious crime for which DB the kid will be held accountable. And we are going to hold the other person accountable because we're absolutely sure that he ran over and left them for dead.
How important was this surveillance video? A lot of times we don't have that clear video to go off.
It's huge. It is absolutely huge. And whenever you look to see, you will look to see the video, you'll see that our hero here, Kalen, he and Markel zipped right up. They were at the convenience store, heard the noise, saw apparently the sparks in the road. They ran up, pulled off to the side of the road, and hopped out to help. He has lived up to what you would expect of someone in the military. He ran to help, and it nearly cost him his life as well.
Have you spoke to her family, the victims that passed? What did they say?
We are working with trying to find next of kin at this time, and it's my understanding that we may have just located the next kin in the last few minutes, last little while.
Can you spell her first name?
Kelly, Kelly, Marie Black. She's a white female, 40 years of age.
Any idea what should have been that time of the morning, Sheriff, driving the scooter?
I have absolutely no idea at this point in time. Of course, that's part of the traffic homicide investigation. They'll go back and look at her, at historically where she'd been, what she was doing. But at the end of the day, it appears, as you'll see in the video clip, that she had a headlight on the scooter, and whether or not it had a tag on it doesn't give somebody the right to run over it.
The amount of time between the first strike and the second strike?
You'll see that just probably less than a minute, seconds from the time that they actually got out. And you can calculate the seconds. I didn't, but it wasn't long. But I'm just shocked. I'm just shocked that two people, boom, 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 just run over them and leave them for dead in the road by themselves. Come on, man. Somebody in the community knows who was driving that white pickup truck. Certainly the person driving the white pickup truck is going to be looking all over the news to see what's happening. So let me give a message to him. Turn yourself in. You ran over and killed one lady, and you left a military person, a hero, for dead in the road also. You ran over and broke his leg really, really bad, and he stopped to help. He did what you should have been doing. Now turn yourself in, or are you going to hide till we dig you out? Because we're going to find you. And then you can listen to DB, the kid's rap video, because we're going to find you.
Because these two incidents happened so close together, there's no reason to believe that these two vehicles were in any way associated. You
No.
think they were independent?
Was she wearing a helmet?
No, she wasn't wearing a helmet. No, absolutely not. Just two totally different. So at the end of the day, I appreciate that Corey is going to turn himself in and is apparently cooperating now. Had he stopped last night and blocked the way with his vehicle and his emergency flashers on, maybe the second crash wouldn't have occurred. So am I angry that he hit and left the lady in the road for dead? Absolutely. Am I really angry with the other guy who hit and fled in the white pickup truck and left two people for dead? And heck, he didn't know whether or not he hit the third one.
You mentioned that the girlfriend of Mr. Jones, that she said that he was drinking. Does it sound like a DUI?
Well, certainly at this point in the investigation, that's going to be difficult because we don't have him yet. So we don't know whether he was DUI last night or not because we don't have him yet, and certainly he's had sufficient time to sober up if he was DUI, or maybe he just, had a drink or two and was not DUI. But I can assure you one thing, the guy in the white pickup truck is not going to be overlooked. That's a promise.
Do you know how many unsolved hit and run crashes you're working on? I know there's at least, this is the fourth one.
Every agency that works traffic investigations in this state is probably working unsolved hit and runs. And the law changed just a few years ago to give us significant penalties. They would have been better off to have hit and stayed and been intoxicated than hit and run to leave. So had they stayed, it would have been better for everyone. But I will suggest to you that both of them were probably drinking and driving and go, oh my gosh, I can't wait here. Only in Polk County do you run over the same person twice within a minute or two, and two different people, leave them in the road for dead. I'm just angry beyond words. I mean, we investigate crimes, and people should drive their vehicle as if the people in the other vehicle are related to them. Would you have wanted someone to have left your loved one, your mother, your child, for dead in the middle of the road? Well, you did. Somebody did. And if the person driving the white pickup truck's not man enough or woman enough to turn themselves in, some of the friends or relatives or neighbors needs to. You've got a conscience whether the other people do or not.
Mr. Jones, does he have any previous DUIs or any traffic offenses?
He's got some minor arrests, I think, but nothing significant.
Nothing of traffic related?
I don't know of any hit and runs. Okay? Any other questions? Thank you all very much for being with us. And